welcome. It's me, Persita, and this is Persita's Paradox. So today let's talk about the way people address and think of us and how that affects our decision making. It is very interesting when we think about how many times we tell ourselves it doesn't matter what people think, or I don't care what so-and-so thinks about me. Truthfully, it's absolutely impossible for us to not care about what people think or say about us or how they judge us. That's not the issue. It's not what they think. It's what decisions we make based on what people think. Meaning, as long as you know that at the end of every day, you're doing things that are helpful to you and you're not making any decisions based on trying to change someone's attitude or perspective about who you are, because hopefully you are walking in a manner that the way that you're functioning is actually the way that you are, you're fine. That's what it means when we say, I don't care what people think. Because if you just think about the aspect of not caring what people think, it's impossible. We all want to be liked. We all want to be cherished. We all want to be famous. We all want everyone to look up to us. It's very important for the average person, and most of us are average. So let's just say that everyone is feeling that exact same way. So to say you don't care actually is giving yourself some misconstrued idea of how you really feel and don't feel. You have to care. But you don't have to allow that caring to put you in a position, again, where you're making bad decisions in regards to what you're doing. And you don't want their attitudes or their thoughts about you to affect what you know your God-given destiny is or what your decisions are. But we do have to be conscious of the fact that we are super aware of what people think, and being on the positive side more than the negative is the high road that we all want to take. Now, there comes a time where we actually have to address those things. And sometimes it's the people that are closest to you that have the hardest time with identifying what that is, meaning their opinions of you become something that they feel like you should also cherish because you should respect them and you should be in a position of listening to what they say because, let's just say, for the sake of arguing, they feel like they know best. Some of that may or may not be true, but the beauty is that we are all able to discern what's good and what's bad, right? And we are all aware of what it is that we want. Maybe not what we feel like we can attain, but we all know what we want. Some of those things are far-fetched. Some of those things require work that we have not put in, but you still are aware of what you want. You know what you want to eat. You know where you want to live. You know what you want to look like. You know. The hardest part about that is to then be in a position when, even when you express yourselves to said loved ones, friends, colleagues, etc., about what you want, is to still hold on to your ground about it. Meaning, you have to be able to discern and dissect the conversation that's happening so that you can make sure that if there is information or there is a guideline that you should look at that maybe you had not, that you're seeking that information and that information only. So it's a trick because you actually have to be open to compromise and open to other people's perceptions of you, at the same time being aware of what you need to intake and not intake. So I'll say again, we have to be super conscious that the decisions that we're making are not based on changing a person's perspective of ourselves, but actually changing your own perspective of yourself. Meaning, when you look in the mirror, is the person giving you some wisdom to make that vision, that image, look the way you perceive the image to look? Otherwise, we get caught up in something completely different. Completely different. So today I propose to you that you really take the time to make sure that, one, you're around people who can actually not only uplift you, but teach you something. You don't have to have every single person in your life to be that way, because there is a such thing as balance. And there are going to be people that are in your lives that you're there to mentor them. But you want to make sure that you have someone that you can lean on that's going to just shoot you the truth regardless. If it feels good, if it doesn't feel good, they're just going to tell you the truth. Now, even in the truth, there's a perspective. And a person's truth might not be yours. So again, I'm going to continuously say the trick is learning how to discern and to be super duper duper able to dissect what's happening and what's coming out of a person's mouth, and making sure that as they are also giving this wisdom, that they're in a place that they're happy and they're progressing, and there's someone in their lives that they can look up to strive to be better. So again, I propose that we really watch our environment. We make sure that we are not making decisions based on another person's opinion, so that you would change that opinion of the person, but you want to use and utilize individuals' wisdom and knowledge to assist you in growing in your life. That is what the goal is. So today, let's just affirm that you're going to really take the time to use your discretionary measures in your brain. Don't just react. Always sit, always ponder, always actually pray over it or meditate or whatever it is you do. Again, we're not worrying about how the person is saying it or if we like it. We are only focusing on how much truth is in the statement. That's it. How much truth is in the statement. So I wanted to come on, piggyback from our last conversation, and just really let it be known that we make so many decisions in our lives based on changing a person's perspective and waiting for them to validate us. And it's just a huge mistake. I've done it, and I've done it for years. And I'm happy to say that every day I walk in my own truth, regardless of what it looks like to other people and what they feel like. It's not my job to make sure that people understand why I'm moving the way I'm moving. It's my job to move, and for that to be a truthful, honest move based in integrity. So let's affirm. Our movements will be honest and integrity driven. Our movements will be honest and integrity driven. Our decision making will not be based on anyone's opinion of ourselves but ourselves. If you can remember those things, I think you're on a great, great path for your new year, new month, new day, whatever you're addressing, your new, right? So thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time. You have been amazing. Thank you so much for coming back and sharing. For some strange reason, I messed up last week and did not send out emails. So if you didn't get one from me, I apologize. I had email issues, but I should be back up and running. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you're feeling the need. Inboxing, which is what you normally do. I'm still receiving them. I greatly appreciate it. But again, make sure you share, subscribe, hit the notification button also, because I don't have a lot of notifications. I just realized that. Hit that notification button and come on board. Make sure you share. Okay? Thanks again so much for joining me today. I'm getting a little stuffy, so I'm going to go ahead and lay myself down and try to get my life back so that I can continue to work all week. This weather is ridiculous. But remember to do 3 things. Live life authentic. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.